they don't take them seriously.
A criminologist, a law enforcement official who thinks this would do anything. It might be time to rethink the no-fly list itself. What a profoundly stupid idea. We've had it for more than 10 years, so we never reconsider it. If we don't trust you to fly on an airplane, what are you doing in this country? We should deport you or put you in jail. The idea that on the basis of suspicion, you're not allowed to fly, really? If you're that dangerous, like, why are you walking free?
Harris, can I ask you about the news conference we just covered on Fox News Channel? Some of the doctors that were talking about the victims came out, and one said those 14 didn't even have a chance. And I thought, you know what? They could have had a chance if, one, the neighbor would have said something when they saw something instead of being afraid of being called a bigot, and two, if they would have been armed.
Yeah, we still don't know enough facts about this case to know what the relationship was between the neighbor and the people who bought the guns or had the guns or were given the guns. I think we need more information about that in the investigation.
But the most important thing is, if you see something, say something.
And as I said before, unless you think what you're saying is going to be offensive, and they may not say it.
Stop being politically correct. It doesn't matter.
But just to jump to the no-fly list for a second, you know, it wasn't too long ago, I think maybe 6 months ago, that the ACLU was arguing on behalf of people who were on the no-fly list, saying that it was too broad and that they didn't have enough information about these people. And you heard Senator Marco Rubio saying this morning, look, you know, you've had politicians on that list, so we need to find out who's on it. Because not selling guns, and this is the Republican arguments from some, not selling guns to those people, we don't know enough about the reasons that they're on the list. But it doesn't even make sense because the ACLU was against it in the first place.
Well, why do we let them vote? That's what I don't understand. If there's such a threat to this country, why are they voting? I don't know. If you're going to take, since when do we take rights away piecemeal?
Okay, can I just give you a couple of numbers in this case? Okay, 47,000 people were on the no-fly list under George W. Bush. It's ballooned up to 700,000 people, and there's really no due process to get off the list.
Well, yet somehow, like John Johnson on there.
Yeah, I had an army, Stephen Hayes. Yeah, Stephen Hayes, exactly. Ted Kennedy. I had a former lieutenant colonel in the Army. It took him 3 years to get off the list. And so if there's no due process to get on, if you can't to get off, if you can't figure out how you're getting on, I can think of a number of reasons why you can't use that as the only metric for keeping people from buying guns. And also, the president and Gail Collins from the New York Times had their facts completely backwards because these were not assault rifles that were used in San Bernardino. And so therefore, this gun control that they are pushing, the New York Times, in the front page editorial that Charles Cook from the National Review pointed out, they didn't editorialize 9/11, Hiroshima.
All right, you're taking this is on the screen. This is the